Hey everyone, how's it going? So, last week we did Avengers and X-Men Axis Part 1. We're going to dive into Part 2 today, out of the 3-part series we're going to do till next week when we finish up the conclusion. Other than that, I don't want to make this intro too long, so let's get started. We start off on a S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier with Captain America and Hulk, talking to Nick Fury and Maria Hill. Going over the recent events with the Red Skull and his internment camps, Captain America starts to demand that the Red Skull is better safe at the Avengers Mansion, with the best containment facility around, surrounded by the Earth's mightiest heroes compared to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s containment facilities. And with Maria Hill trying to convince Cap to keep the Red Skull with them, we see that even Hulk thinks this is the correct action. But Captain America doesn't take no for an answer, and he walks towards Nick Fury, punching him in the jaw, and walking out with Hulk, calling all the Avengers for a meeting. But we actually do notice a few other things that are really off at this moment. We notice that Carnage is helping stop crimes. We notice that the X-Men have declared war on humanity as a whole, and they are trying to recruit as many mutants as they can. And the biggest thing, and this is to me, Tony creates an Extremis app, and he had a big pass to that. I'm not going to dive too deep into that. But anyone who uses the app becomes instantly beautiful like a model. But the thing is, if you look, that's not really the big thing here. If you look, Tony's drinking. And that's really saying something, especially if you're a big Iron Man fan and you know he's a reformed alcoholic and has sworn off drinking. But going back to the Avengers, with the group aware of what the recent events with the X-Men, the Cap decides that they need to kill the Red Skull. And here we're kind of seeing like a darker Avengers. Like, this is not the usual Avengers that we'd seen in most comics. So you can definitely tell there's something up. But really, the only Avenger opposing this idea is Hulk. And that's really saying something. Luke Cage begins to pick up Hulk, throwing him to the door, and when we see him stand back up, we see his newest form. It's really, as I kind of explained in this comic, it's Hulk's Hulk. So beyond mad, and he's known as Claw. Cap yells to kill Claw, but Claw just knocks everyone away, breaking through the wall and begins to take his rage out onto the city. Ignoring what had happened, the Avengers turn back to where Red Skull was confined to find out that he's actually escaped. So on top of these, I guess you could say these evil X-Men, evil Avengers, we have Red Skull, who's now disappeared. And with the Avengers calling all their reserve members in this case of emergency, once everyone is assembled, Captain America and his core team stand above them as he announces the Red Skull's disappearance, and he begins to blame them with no evidence. Cap ends up taking a remote, and we see him actually shrinking all the reserve Avengers, I should say, locking them up in the Hank subatomic ant farm. All except Spider-Man, whose spider senses goes off right before pushing himself and Nova out the window. Medusa ends up flying out after Spider-Man, grabbing a hold of Nova, threatening to kill him. With Spider-Man and Nova both confused about what's going on, Spider-Man pulls Nova away with his webs, letting Nova fly both of them away until we see Cap's shield flying on Nova's back, smacking him into the side of a building. And as Cap flies at Spider-Man, we do see his shield smack himself, knocking him to the ground. When he gets back up, they're gone. And we see that actually Magneto, out of everyone, Magneto saves him. Now, taking him back to Avengers Mansion, where we see Old Man Steve Rogers and his son Ian, also known as the newest Nomad, we come to officially find out. When Doom and Scarlet Witch used Order and Chaos, they inverted everyone on the island, flipping their personalities. So the alarm starts going off in the mansion, and as the team runs out, we see Nova fighting Claw in the city, but we also see, which is way more important, we see Apocalypse's ship landing in Manhattan, bringing down the evil X-Men, breaking into the Avengers Tower, where we see Wasp being siphoned of her pin particles. Havoc ends up blasting Cap, followed by Nightcrawler popping behind him, stealing his shield. Then Apocalypse gets to him, grabbing Cap by his neck, telling him that Apocalypse is upon them, knocking him out. We later see that the inverted X-Men have created a gene bomb in secret and plans on using it to take over the world. And with that, Apocalypse is announced to the world, claiming Manhattan as the newest mutant capital. With the announcement of this, Mystique ends up sneaking past his defenses and trying to sway Apocalypse's mind. But with no luck, he sends out Rogue and Nightcrawler to deal with her, and after that, what I can honestly say is a one-sided fight. Sabretooth comes in, saving Mystique and really escaping to the Morlock tunnels, or might be easier for you guys if you don't really know Morlocks. Morlocks are like mutants, but instead of having cool powers like Cyclops, they're like severely disfigured where they can't live above ground. So they live in the sewers. But cutting over to Latveria, we do see Dr. Doom standing in front of his nation, apologizing for all his wrongdoings, and declaring Latveria as a democracy. And as he continues, Scarlet Witch blasts him off the podium. Then going for his citizens, he jumps in a way, protecting them. But before Wanda kills Doom, he vanishes in front of them, or what seems to be. She actually looks over and sees Quicksilver and Magneto saving Doom. Now we are actually sent over to Las Vegas, and where we see Loki and Thor duking it out after Thor broke into a vault. But after the fight is through, a web sticks to the back of Loki's neck, and Spider-Man pulling Loki out of the fight and flying off. And so, once I get back to Avengers Mansion, we actually come to find out that with saving Loki, Old Man Steve Rogers has assembled a new team to stop the X-Men from killing everyone within the hour. Alright guys, tell me what you think of X-Men Part 2. Tell me what do you guys think. I think it's pretty cool how we get the other side of an evil Avengers and an evil X-Men. And I really like how we can see like villains stepping up to the plate this time, and it's not our usual story. So, like I said earlier, comment down below what you guys think. Other than that, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that little alert button, and I will see you guys next week. See ya.